always dreamed of doing a concept. I had the idea for doing a Moons of Jupiter kind of project for a long time. And then I discovered that Jupiter has 67 satellites. And I thought, that's amazing. Why not make a journey that stopped at some of these satellites?
The fun part is also that these all have different diameters, different, some are rough, some are round, and so we were more free to actually experiment sound-wise as well.
For me, if you listen to Moons of Jupiter, it is really like Gaia takes you on a trip to Jupiter, and it's a soundtrack for that journey.
I think it's almost essential just to listen to the album from the very start to the very end to get to that concept. Because the tracks on itself, we like them as well, of course, but it's the journey that makes it so interesting.
We completely destroyed the concept of making an album. We did it in exactly the opposite way. With Gaia, we did it completely the other way around. We went on tour before we finished the album.
Actually, there was no album at all.
There was no album.
We could not even, our production team, we could not even give them a proper listen as to what they could expect.
There was no music, there was just loops.
Yeah, we had to write it down. And the first time that we did it was in Paradiso. For the first time we heard what we did. we even didn't know what it was going to be. And then afterwards we had the time to make it a proper album.
As a human being, music is so important to me personally. We've created something that we always wanted to make. That's a lot to put a long story short. And the good news is, Jupiter has 67 satellites. And we've only taken you on this album to 21. So who knows?